Middleham is a quiet market town with narrow streets, stone cottages and racehorse stables, and then, almost without warning, a castle appears, a huge block of medieval stone rising above the rooftops. You don't see it from a distance, it reveals itself only when you're right beside it. Middleham Castle has always had a way of surprising people. Middleham Castle was built in the late 12th century by Robert Fitzrandolph, replacing an earlier Motte and Bailey structure on a nearby hilltop. This new stone fortress was meant to dominate the valley and secure control over the surrounding lands. Its vast central keep, broad, square and unusually large, even for its time, still defines the castle today. From above you can clearly see how it forms a solid core of the entire site. Looking down over the ruins reveals a well-organised layout. 2 baileys, storerooms, service buildings and residential chambers all arranged around the massive keep. Middleham wasn't just a defensive stronghold, it was a major household. There were gardens, a great hall, private apartments and a busy community of servants, guards and estate workers. Even now, the outlines of the staircases and the walls give a good impression of how the castle operated when it was alive with activity. In the 15th century, Middleham came into the hands of Richard Neville, Earl of Warwick. Known to history as a Kingmaker, he was one of the most powerful figures in the Wars of the Roses. Middleham became his northern headquarters, a centre for political strategy and military planning. It was here that young Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was sent to train under Warwick. That young Duke would later become King Richard III. Middleham is perhaps the castle most closely associated with Richard III. He spent most of his youth here and later returned with his wife, Anne Neville, to make it their home. Their only son, Edward of Middleham, lived here as well, but died at a young age, a tragedy that had a profound impact on Richard. For him, Middleham was more than a residence, it was a place of stability during a turbulent period in English politics. Despite its size, Middleham saw very little direct conflict. Its remote location made it a safe base during the Wars of the Roses, and because it was never heavily attacked, much of the structure survives clearly today. After Richard III's death in 1485, Middleham passed to the Tudor crown. Its importance faded, and over the centuries the castle slowly fell into ruin. Roofs collapsed, floors disappeared, and the interior timbers were lost, but the stone walls remained strong. In 1930, Middleham Castle was gifted to the state, and it eventually came under the care of English Heritage. They now preserve the ruins, maintain access, and help ensure the castle's long and complex story is still told. As the views pull back, Middleham Castle sits quietly in the centre of the town, an enormous piece of medieval history hidden in plain sight. Once a training ground for a king and a power base for the most influential noble in England, Middleham Castle is now a peaceful, open ruin. Yet its scale, its setting, and the surprise of first seeing it still makes it one of the most striking castles in the north.